Hello everyone, welcome back. My name is Sandrine and this is episode 4 of How in the World Do You Pronounce It, where I help you make sense, pronounce and practice all the challenging French names of cities and mountain peaks of stage 4, 3 to Bar-sur-Aube of this 2022 edition of the Tour de France Femmes, a women's tour. I am a native of France and I want to demystify the French language. Here are some tips to help you with the French pronunciation. I encourage you to exaggerate vowels. I will teach you the easy way to pronounce the French R. We will do work on and learn what I call the banana smile. And we will make sure to take a good breath before pronouncing most names in this stage, in every stage. And as a rule, please do not look or pay attention to the spelling of these French names. Yes, they could be, it's just too confusing. All right, first I am going to say all the names of this stage in a row. And that's for for those of you who already speak some French and just want to hear them once listed all together. And then I will break them down. So here we go. Departure will be from, actually, let me do that again because the departure is from trois. So, departure from trois. Next, Clairet, Géraudot, Vendeuvre-sur-Barse, Villy-entre-Audes, Bar-sur-Seine, Côte de Celles-sur-Ours, Chemin Blanc de Celles, Côte du Val des Clos, Chemin Blanc des Hautes-Forêts, Chemin Blanc du Plateau de Blu, Côte de Maître Jean, Côte de Vitry, Chemin Blanc de Vitry, Côte des Bergères, Côte du Val Perdu, Bar-sur-Aube. And then we have all of the stage names here. And now time to break them down. All right, let's start. So as I said, we start with trois. So departure for our ladies writers here will be from the city or town named Troyes. If you speak a little French, this sounds familiar and you can tell it means 3, trois. But the spelling is different, and of course, since we don't want to take a good look and consider the spelling, it just sounds like trois. So let me break it down though. Trois. Here, right, we do have the French R. The French R is basically a breath. And the secret is to make sure you keep your tongue down in your mouth and it just doesn't move as you exhale. So this is it, really. Yes, of course, just like anywhere else, there are different accents in France, and some people will pronounce their R's in a more guttural way, but overall, a breath with the tongue that stays down in your mouth will make the sound of the perfect perfect French R. So let's practice it together. Again, you exhale and you keep your tongue down in your mouth. You can even practice this on your own and put a finger on your tongue. That will help you because many people struggle with that and they want to move their tongue, or at least the tongue wants to just move about. And although in France, back in the day, in old France, the French R was more R. It was more similar, for instance, to a Spanish R or Italian. Well, it has changed. So you will hear some francophones around the world that sometimes will pronounce their R's with a R. But overall, in France and Switzerland, Belgium, mostly people use the R or pronounce the R mostly like this. So, the breath, and to make sure, or to help you actually, to help you pronounce the R easily, and that goes for anything you want to try to pronounce in a foreign language or not. And that's why it's one of my tips in the introduction, is to take a good breath first. So basically, always inhale before you're about to speak. That will actually help you in many ways, but here especially. So we want to again pronounce the sound R. So let's take a good breath first, and then while we exhale, we make sure our tongue stays down in our mouth and yours specifically. Let's go for it. Take a good breath and let's go. This is the French R. So here in this in the town named Troyes, there is, obviously, you can hear it, Troyes. There is a R, an R, French R, R, which sounds like R. Now, it comes right after a T sound, T, T. And that's the challenge as well. So, first, let's do again a French R, and I'll help you pronouncing it with a consonant. So again, we take a good breath and we exhale and keep our tongue down in our mouth. So here we go. Now, let's add the T sound, which is T in French, and it sounds T, right? T, T, T. And then we add R. So let's do this again, and we just take a good breath. T, T, T. R. And now we try to merge them together, which is a tricky part, but it's possible. Nothing is impossible in French. Did you know that? Let's go for it. Tara, tara, tara. Take a good breath with me, avec moi. Tara, tara, tara. Tra, tra, tra. There you have it. This is what we're looking for. Tra, right? Now, we have tra down, right? And what we're looking for afterwards is the sound wa, basically. Wa. So, that would sound, or at least the name as a whole, sounds like this. Trois, right? So let's do the tre part again. Tre, trois. Let's do it together. We take a good breath. Trois. And that's it, right? All right. So next, at kilometer 7.3 au kilomètre 7,3, they will arrive in Clairet. Now here is a very interesting French sound. So This is why in my introduction I talk about the banana smile. We want to be able to differentiate the sound made making a big smile, a banana smile, which is E, 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 right? And the sound E, as in, for instance, café, E. So E is produced by the air you exhale that goes up the palate of your mouth, up the palate toward, upward. And E, again, is just a big smile. And it's very important, or at least, it is very important to differentiate these two, because they sound a bit similar, and yet they are different. All right, so here again we have the sound E. Well, let's do it together a little bit here. Take a good breath. E. All right, and so E is part of clé, clé, right? Clé. Try with me, avec moi. Let's take a good breath. Clé, right? But next, here we have a French R, the R. Ra. So again, ra. Or even better, we take a good breath first. Ra. Right? Now, here, ra, the sound goes into e. So, re. Let's take a good breath and do it together, ensemble. Re. All right? So what do we have? We have clairet. So let's try it together, ensemble. We take a good breath, and we remember it's clairet, right? Let's go. Clairet. That's it, voilà. That's just another French name. Now next, at kilometer 24.8, au kilomètre 24,8, they will arrive in Géraudot. Yeah, I know. See, this is why it's helpful by now. You already know how to pronounce the first big sound, I would say. So, which is E. And again, it's not a E, it's not a banana smile, it's a E. The sound goes up your mouth, upward. So, E. Here is part of the sound G. So soft J, and it goes into E. G. We try together. Take a good breath. G. But then we have a R sound, a French R. Le R. R, right? R. Again, take a good breath first. R. So far, well, actually, let me go next. So, R will go into the sound O. It's a pretty closed up O, right? O, and in fact, it will come up twice. So here, just once with the R, and it goes like this. O. So take a good breath first. Let's go. O. Right? O. So far we have Géraud. Right? We try it together. Let's go. Ensemble. Take a good breath. Géraud. Right? And the last part is, again, it's a O, 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 and it goes with a D. So do, do, do. It's like, yeah, I guess, do, re, mi, fa, si, la, ti, do. So, do. Again, pretty closed up. Pretty closed up. O, do, do, do. So as a whole, we have Géraud. Let's try it together. Let's take a good breath. Géraud. Géraud. And voila. Next, at kilometer 39.5, au kilomètre 39,5, the ladies riders will arrive in, let's go for this one. They will arrive in Vendeuvre-sur-Barse. This is so French. All right, this is exactly, see, this is the quite a, yeah, it's a prime example, if you will, of the reason why I decided to do videos and series like these, like this one. All right, so what do we have? First, we have the sound on. Think as you can think of the word restaurant. On, the and, on. This is what we're looking for here. On. Restaurant, on. Here, on, will go into a v. Vent. We try together ensemble. Let's go. Take a good breath. Vent. Right? Then we have the sound and the sound is pronounced by moving your jaws, your mouth forward. Just a forward movement. Very French and important to know. And then it's it goes with d, right? We try together. Let's go. Good breath. D. And so far we have vende. And the last part of the end, I would say, of this part of the name is, well, let's go first with the fact that there's an R, an R. So we have a R again, of course. It's French. So R again. Just a breath. Keep your tongue down in your mouth as you exhale. And inhale first. R. But then wait, there's more. R here is coupled with a V. So a V precedes the R. So it sounds like this. Let's put it that way. Vr, right? Vr. So we try together and by taking a good breath, and that will help. So let's go. Vr. This is what we're looking for. Vr. Okay. You know what? Little by little. So no problem. Now, let me go back a little bit. And so far, this is what we have and this is what we're looking for. Vent d'œuvre. Œuvre. Vent d'œuvre. Let's try it together. Take a good breath. Vent d'œuvre. All right? Next. I mean, we're not done for this name. So I would say the second part of the name is sur. Now, yes, there's a funny sound here. The U, which is you, the U is pronounced by making a droopy face. You just drop your jaws, your mouth, your lips. You make a droopy face, and it should sound like a U, 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 U. U. All right? U, U, U. I'll let you practice it. U, U, U. And then this U goes into a ra. Ur, ur, ur. We make it easy. So let's try again. Ur, ur, ur. Take a good breath. Ur, ur. But wait, there's more. First, there is a s. So it's sur, sur. Right? It means on. It means usually, for instance, in this town, it means that Vendeuvre is on a river or something like that. So sur means on. In this case, it has what I'm trying to say is that it has a purpose. It's not just there to sound complicated. So far we have Vendeuvre sur. We can try it together once at least, but we will repeat it later. So Vendeuvre sur. So again, take a good breath. Vendeuvre sur. Yes. Sur. So what comes next is barse. So here we have the typical French A, which is a. If you've been following my series, the first, so basically the finish line in the first stage in France, which was stage 4 in the Tour de France for the gentlemen, was in Calais. Calais. This is the sound we're looking for. Ah. All right? And this is another reason why I encourage you to just exaggerate your vowels. Ah. Right? Now, ah goes on to a r. All right? So, ar. But actually, this will sound a bit familiar. It's preceded by a B, which sounds like a B, which is B. So it will sound like so. Bar. You could think of the word bar and pronounce it with a French accent. Bar. Right? This is what we're looking for. Bar. And then it ends with s. Pretty easy, I think. So, barse. So as you can hear, it kind of focuses on the a. Barse. And I know, I'm very aware it's a bit tricky to fit a r before a sa, but keep practicing. It's possible. It is truly possible. And again, this is why I'm doing this. So maybe once more, let's take a good breath and go for it. Barse. All right? So as a whole, we have the name. I'm going to say it once and then we can practice it together because it's a long name. There's many like this one. So let's go for it. I'll just pronounce it once. Vendeuvre sur Barse. Now, let's do it together, a little slower. Take a good breath. Vendeuvre sur Barse. There you go. Next, they will arrive at kilometer 47.4, au kilomètre 47,4 in Villy-en-Trode. Oh, I know. Let's break it down right away. All right, so here we have twice the banana smile I was referring to. So just big smile, banana smile to pronounce E, right? And so again, it comes up twice. So first, it comes as V. All right? V. And then Li, L-Y, but don't pay attention. It's just if you're, well, you can think of a L and a double E, for instance, but it's pronounced this way. Li, right? So far we have Vili, right? We can try together ensemble by taking a good breath. Let's go. Vili. All right? And then we have en. And yes, we worked on that sound earlier in Vendeuvre sur Barse. As I said, you can think about also the word restaurant, en. This is the sound we're looking for. En. All right? En. And then, it's a tricky one. We have Trode. All right, let me break it down. So, first, we have, well, let me focus on the vowel. We have a O. Just like we had in Géraudot. We have twice O. Rodo. Well, we have something similar here. It's O. And it will end up in de. Ode. Yeah, try it with me. Ode. Now that we got this part, we need to focus a little bit on the ra, right? So there is a ra, and it's preceded by a t, as we say in French, and it's ta, right? So we have, tara. Tara. Take a good breath. Tara. And we try to merge them together. Tra. So again, take a good breath and go soft and slow. Tra. Tra. All right? Yeah. And now we need to merge them all together with ode. Trode. Right? We take a good breath and we go for it. Trode. All right, so as a whole, what do we have? Is a long name, a very French name, and it sounds like this. Villy-en-Trode. Now let's do it together. We take a good breath, we relax, and a little slower, don't worry. So here we go. Villy-en-Trode. All right. Next, they will arrive at kilometer 60.4, au kilomètre 60,4 in Bar-sur-Seine. All right. Well, at least we already have a few familiar sounds here that we worked on already. So, first, we do have bar, 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 right? Bar, bar. And then we have again sur, sur. So again, droopy, droopy face. Droopy face. You drop everything. Your jaws, your mouth, your lips. Ur, sur, sur, sur. We take a good breath. Sur, sur. So far we have bar, sur, Seine, Seine. So we can hear the sound and it goes into N, N. You could think of the letter N somehow with a French accent. N, N, pretty opened, N, right? N. And N starts with a sa, so we have Seine, Seine, Seine. And maybe you know that this word Seine is the name, and it's the river, La Seine, and it's the river that goes through Paris as well. And it goes here through the town of Bar. And as I said earlier, it's called Bar-sur-Seine. It means Bar is on the Seine River. There you go. So, as a whole, this town is named like this. Bar-sur-Seine. So we can do it together. We take a good breath. Bar-sur-Seine. Voilà. Next, let's see. So next, they will arrive at kilometer 68.1 au kilomètre 68,1 for a category 3, and it's called, so it's a climb, right? A category 3 climb, and it's called Côte de Celles-sur-Ours. I know. Let's go for it. If you followed my previous episodes for the Tour de France with the men, we've been through many of these côte, côte. All right, but let's go for it. Côte, 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 oh, oh, and a little in there. Remember, is moving your jaws forward. It's a little one in here. We have a stronger one coming up, but côte, 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 right? But it's not over, so we might want to say it côte, côte. And next we have de. Again, forward movement. De. Celle, celle, celle. Not too bad, huh? Celle. So far we have Côte de Celle, right? So let's try it together. Côte de Celle. One more time. Yeah, let's try one more time. Let's take a good breath. Côte de Celle, right? And then we have sur, 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 ours, ours. So the sound ou, ou, ra, ra, ra. So that goes, yeah, I would say our, s, ours, ours, ours. Sur ours. But let's try this one though. I didn't give you a chance. Take a good breath, and we're going to pronounce ours. So, good breath. Ours, ours. And we go back up a little bit, and we have sur ours, ours. See, that's why if you emphasize your vowels, it helps you, so it helps your ear differentiate them, but pronouncing them as well, because they need to be separated, right? So sur, ours, ours, right? So as a whole, it sounds like this. Côte de sel sur ours, right? There's a lot of sa. So we try together, ensemble. We take a good breath. Côte de sel sur ours. Yeah, not easy. And next is at the same, so this one was a category 3 climb, and then they have a cat 4 climb, which is called chemin blanc de sel. Chemin blanc de sel. Now, it starts like this. Sh, so again, the forward movement of your jaws. Sh, main, un. If you know, maybe you know. Un means one. Un, one. Un. And here it's part of ma, with an M, ma. So we have chemin, forward movement, main, right? Chemin, try it with me. Let's take a good breath. Chemin. Next we have blanc. Maybe you know about blanc in wine, for instance. It means white. And maybe you must have read it, you heard it probably, and it sounds like this: blanc, en. Again, just like restaurant, en. Blanc, right? So far we have chemin blanc, de, again, forward movement, de. So far, what do we have? We have chemin blanc de. Let's try it together, ensemble. We take a good breath. Chemin blanc de sel. Again. So we have sel again. It's basically the name of the town, right? So, chemin blanc de sel. Let's try it together. Chemin blanc de sel. Et voilà. Yeah, it's not that easy, but it's possible, don't you think? So, let's go next, and they will arrive at kilometer 77.3, au kilomètre 77,3. Another climb, which is called Côte du Val des Clos. All right. Now, we already know a few of these, so at least a little bit. Côte. But then we have du. Droopy face, right? Du. Côte du, and we take a good breath. Côte du, val, so a, val, des, again it's a e, it's not a e, it's a e, just as in café, e. Des, clos. So this is most about vowels, right? Clos. Clos. So let's go back a bit and do des clos. We we take a good breath. Des clos, right? So, as a whole, it sounds like this. Côte du Val des Clos. Let's do it together ensemble. We take a good breath. Côte du Val des Clos. Voilà. Next, they will arrive at... Oh yeah, and it must be another category. Because it's very close to this one. But anyway, at kilometer 77.4, au kilomètre 77,4, they will arrive in... So we have a few repeating names, or at least they're very similar. And they just end differently, but at least the first part is similar. So this is Chemin Blanc des Hautes Forêts. So we already just went through Chemin Blanc. So let's go for it. Chemin, chemin, che-e-e, forward movement. Chemin, un. Chemin Blanc, en, restaurant, en. Chemin Blanc. Des, des, haute. So it's very similar to côte, but it's just o. There's no k. Haute. Forêt. Right? For. Similar to awe. I'm in awe. But the French way. Forêt. Re. I know. Re. Forêt. So I'll go back a little bit. Haute forêt. Let's take a good breath and go for this one, this part. Haute forêt. Right? But then we can try des hautes forêts. Let's try it together. Des hautes forêts. And we go back to the beginning and we have, or at least it sounds like this, Chemin Blanc des Hautes Forêts. Yeah, let's try it together, ensemble. Take a good breath. Chemin Blanc des Hautes Forêts. There you go. Well, anything is possible when you take the time. So next, they will arrive at kilometer 89.3, au kilomètre 89,3. Again, the beginning is the same, but it ends differently. It's called Chemin Blanc du Plateau de Blu. Now, let's go for the beginning. Again, Chemin Blanc, Chemin Blanc, Chemin Blanc, Chemin Blanc, du, droopy face, du, plateau. Now, if you're an English speaker, you know that word plateau, right? But you say it the French way, it's a French word. So you just say plateau, right? Pla, a, to, o. Pretty closed up, right? Plateau. I should say it this way because it's not over. Plateau. So far we have du plateau de, again, de, bleu, and a U again, another droopy face. Oh, it's a lot of vowels here for you. Bleu, right? Bleu, U, droopy. Bleu. So we have de bleu. Try with a good breath. De bleu. And we go back a bit and we have plateau de bleu. let's do it together with a good breath. Plateau de Blu. And we go back a little and we have du plateau de Blu. Du plateau de Blu. Right? So as a whole, it sounds like this. I feel for you, I really do. Chemin blanc du plateau de Blu. And honestly, you can do it, right? So let's do it together. We take a good breath and we go. Chemin blanc du plateau de Blu. Voilà. Next, they will arrive at kilometer 98.6 au kilomètre 98,6 in another climb, another côte, côte de Maître Jean. So, côte de Maître, so we have mais, and tre, so we have te, re, right? Te, re, tre, maître. We emphasize the e. Maître. I go up a bit because it's not over. Maître. And in fact, we have to do a little bit of a stronger at the end. So, maître, Jean, just like restaurant, Jean. Maître Jean. Let's take a good breath together. Maître Jean. Master John, right? Jean is John, and maître is master. So it's the climb of Master John. Really, that's what it means. So let me say it once, and then we'll repeat it together. Côte de Maître Jean. So together we take a good breath and we go for it. And we have Côte de Maître Jean. There you have it. Next, we're getting there slowly but surely, and they will be getting there fast, I'm sure. They will arrive at kilometer 106.4 au kilomètre 106,4 to a Cat 4 climb, another côte in another climb, and it's called Côte de Vitry. All right, so we know Côte de so far, so good, you know. Côte de, and here we have twice the banana smile with a ra in between, and even harder than that with a tra again. So there's the tra sound goes into a e, a banana smile. So tri. You can think about the word triage, right? Which is a French word, and you make it sound French, right? Tri. And it's vi, banana smile, vitry. Let's do it together. Take a good breath. Vitry. Yes, so it's Côte de Vitry. We do it together. Côte de Vitry. One down. And part of this climb is then a Cat 1 instead of a 4, and it's another Chemin Blanc, and this is the Chemin Blanc de Vitry, right? At least it's logical. So let me say it again. Chemin Blanc de Vitry. Let's do it together. Chemin blanc, che-e-e-e, main, un, blanc, en, right? Chemin blanc de Vitry. Okay, one more time, we do it together. Chemin blanc de Vitry. One more down. And next at kilometer 117.7 au kilomètre 117,7, they will climb to another côte. And this one is called Côte des Bergères. Bergère means the shepherds, but it's the feminine, the female shepherds. So it goes like this. Côte des. So I know it's not de, it's not du, but it's des, because it's the plural for the bergère, the shepherd, the female shepherds. It's the plural form. So it's des, et. So again, côte des bergères. So here we have twice the sound R. We have ber, which we had a little earlier. It was in, I can't remember right now, but basically you can think of a bear and make it sound French. Bear. And then gère. Soft J and R. So gère. Bergère. We can try together and with a good breath. Bergère. Yeah, and this is actually this will help you a lot if you're trying to pronounce other French words, because these sounds come up a lot in French. So, as a whole, this climb sounds like this. Côte des Bergères. Let's do it together. Take a good breath. Côte des Bergères. Right, one more down. We're almost there. I mean, easy for us, but I shouldn't say that. French is not easy. So next, that's what I'll go for that. They will arrive at kilometer 121.7 au kilomètre 121,7 to another climb, another côte. Côte du Val perdu. It means climb or hill of the lost valley, kind of. Yeah, I would say. So, Côte du Val perdu. All right, so we have côte, du, droopy face, du, val, a, val, perdu. So, just like in bergère, we have here with a P, the letter P, we have père, and du, just like du, with the droopy face again. Du. So we have perdu. Right? Let's do it together. Perdu. And we go back a bit and we have val perdu. And we go back a little bit again, even more, and we have du Val perdu. Right? And as a whole, it sounds like this. Côte du Val perdu. We do it together. Let's do it together. We take a good breath. Côte du Val perdu. And last but not least, of course, they will arrive at the finish line, l'arrivée, in, well, it will be at kilometer 126.8, au kilomètre 126,8 in, well, there, it's a very similar sound to a town we already worked on, and it's Bar-sur-Aube. So basically we had earlier Bar-sur-Seine, which was Bar, the city on the river Seine, and here it's Bar again on the river Aube. Right? Okay, so we have bar, 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 sur, 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 aube, 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 aube. Right? So let's try this one with a good breath. Aube, aube. So together, I mean, as a whole, we have Bar-sur-Aube. Let's try together. Take a good breath with me, avec moi. Bar-sur-Aube. And you did it. We and you pronounced all these names. You worked on them. I wanted to do this series to help you guys. This is really tricky, even for people who speak French already. And you might be one of them. Congratulations. So we're done with stage 4, and I will see you next for stage 5. And here is a sneak peek. It will be from another bar. It will be from Bar-le-Duc to, Saint-Dié-des-Vosges. Yes. So I will see you then next for stage 5.